Hey Capricorn, Amanda here. Welcome to Unseen Hands Healing. As you can see, we are up in the gold room in my studio today for the mid-September readings. And I'd also like to introduce you to the Mary L. Tarot. This is my personal deck that I've worked with the longest, and lately she's really been wanting to speak more publicly. And I think she has a message for you here, Cap. So here we go. For those of you who are new to my channel, it will be quite possibly helpful to check out the reading that came through for the beginning of September for Capricorn, as I find that the readings tend to connect with one another and create some sort of through line. So do check that out if you have not already. Okay, I just saw the Three of Cups. That did want to pop out, but it did not. So far we've got Judgment, Five of Wands, Four of Cups. I'll show them to you in just a second. Page of Swords. Okay. Interesting. Something's going on, Cap. I mean, yeah, there's something going on every week, right? That's why we meet each other here. But this feels kind of big. We've got Judgment. We've got this energy, which is interesting. It's been coming through for a few folks. Cancer, Scorpio. It's an energy of just bursting out with the truth. That's really what this is. Bursting out with, pardon me, as I have a frog in my throat. Bursting, you know, the frogs in your throat being removed. The channel just needing to open, and fire. In this card, the Phoenix, fire being the catalyst for that, you know, passion, soul being ignited, like there's just something that needs to come out. Big time. I just heard something about the past, so maybe this is like something, an experience that, or a relationship or something that you've been through in the past is what now wants to come out. And I say that because the Judgment, this Phoenix, is looking this way. And then we've got the Five of Wands going that way. Confusion about the future is what I just heard. And I think you know, because Five of Wands for me can sometimes be that like unsettled feeling in the gut, that feeling in the gut that's just like, oh, I don't know which way to go. I don't know what to do. I'm feeling confused, unsettled. But in this card, it's just depicted as like, all right, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going. You know, the lion is not looking where it's going. It's just forging forward, blazing forward through the unknown, the dark forest. So perhaps there's some sort of revelation about your past, or some like a secret coming out, or something coming out about your past. And then it's like you just, you're out of there. You're springing forward. You're blazing forward. Absolutely on fire from this. Maybe you are moving on from the past, filled with renewed fire, or maybe something from the past is resurfacing in a way that is lighting you up with passion, and you're just taking that and forging forward, blazing forward with it. Interesting too, because the next two cards out, it's this, you know how in your September reading, there was that very specific image that came through of swimming for it, you know, swimming from one shore to the next, and along the way having to dive very deep and collect things at the bottom and bring them up. You know, that felt like this deep dive into your past, your emotional past, going through and collecting those bits of wisdom from your emotional past. And then it feels like here you are, Cap, you've washed up on the shore, you know, whether this happens for you in September or beyond. But the image of you then washing up on shore after that swim and those deep dives and collecting the gems at the bottom of the sea. I'm wondering, you know, maybe this just like storm comes and and my voice in this reading, Cap, this is so much about you expressing yourself, expressing your emotions. Perhaps on your swim, on the way to this other shore, a storm comes, or the tide kicks up, or the waves pick up, something, you know, with all this whoosh, whoosh, crashing that washes you up on shore. Some outside force of nature comes in and helps you the rest of the way, gives you the push, because that's what this kind of feels like, a force of nature coming in and giving you the push forward, washing you up on shore here. And here's your bits that you've collected from the bottom of that ocean, from the bottom, you know, from your deep dives into the past, washing up on shore with the gems that you can really use, the cups that can be of use to you now in this new shore that you find yourself on. Whether this is literal for some of you, or you know, leaving one thing and moving on to another. Relationship, job, location, or more internal, leaving one way of being in relationship and moving into another way of being, you know. But here you are, washed up on shore after a lot of force of nature type emotional stuff. Washing up on shore, and then like, yeah, it's time to speak. This is you just coming out in all your glory, speaking your truth. Page of Swords, speak your truth. Speak what you know. Share what needs to be shared now. I mean, look at this energy together. The truth is coming out. Somebody's speaking the truth here. I think it's you, Cap. I think it's you. Maybe the truths that you learn on this swim, on this swimming through emotional waters and dredging things up from your emotional history, is what allows you then to blaze forward with the truth. Specifically, really speaking that truth. Big time. Okay. So, Cap, we're going to keep going here. We're going to keep going with this reading. This also was at the bottom of the deck. Four of Wands. which feels, you know, you're lighting stuff up. The fire. It's like you're just lighting it up. You're blazing, like your soul is just blazing. Like I feel this blazing soul passion. Like all of this energy is like this or like this or like, you know, just igniting. And it's based on whatever gift, whatever treasures you found on that emotional deep dive has now just completely lit you up. Also interesting, Four of Wands. The 4 is about structure. The structure that's right for your soul. And this tree is on fire, which to me is saying you are burning up, potentially burning up. Oh my God. An old structure. Seeing it for what it is because of this emotional deep dive that you've done, and you are now burning up this old structure, lighting it up, saying that is not right for me anymore, and it's time to blaze a trail into the unknown to create a new structure. Very interesting. Okay, so Cap, we're going to keep pulling cards with an extended reading here. So if this reading is resonating for you and you want to see where this is going, maybe get some clarity on what exactly needs to be spoken, what kind of truth needs to come out, like what's this gem that you found at the bottom of the ocean, you know, like what's the deal here? So we're going to dive into this a bit deeper. If that's of interest to you, the link for that is down below. It'll take you over to Patreon, where at the most affordable tier you can view the extended for your sun sign. And for those of you who this is where I leave you, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you are digging this work, if you picking up what I'm putting down, click that like button and subscribe to the channel. It just really helps the channel to grow here on YouTube. So thanks again, Cap, and we'll stay in touch moving into October here. Take care.